Righteousness is not just a state of being. Righteousness is a process of life. We're to be becoming, your whole life you're to be becoming right. Paul wrote in Philippians 3, not that I've already obtained it or have become perfect, but I press on to apprehend that for what Messiah took hold of me. So righteousness is a process. We're to be continually moving to righteousness. But think about, what is righteousness? A real religious word. Most of us didn't use it much before we came. Righteousness, what does it mean? Well, you take the usness out of it. It's simply right. What is righteousness? It's about the state of being right. Not saying you're right, not thinking you're right, but being right. If we're moving to righteousness, we have to be moving away from wrongness. We have to be continually moving from wrongness, but the only way you can move from wrongness is that you realize you are wrong, or you can never move from it. You can't become right unless you first realize you're wrong. When we stop being able to say I was wrong, we lose the option of changing. If we can't say I was wrong, you're never going to change. We will grow no more. We'll be finished. If you want to keep growing, you have to exercise the power of admitting you're wrong. People get books trying to change themselves. They get books they open the books and it says, your problem is self-esteem. Your problem is you don't love yourself enough. You've got to love yourself. Basically saying, you're great. You just don't realize it. And there's some people who preach that. But if that's the case, then things are just going to stay as you are. If that's greatness, well, that's where you're going to stay the way you are, and you just might as well love the way you are. Famous book early in the 70s, I'm okay, you're okay. No, you're not okay. Neither of you are okay. If you're okay, why'd you buy the book? Think about that. If you're really okay, you wouldn't need to buy a book telling you you're okay. People who are okay don't pay somebody to tell them they're okay. Imagine Adolf Hitler opens the book, reading a book like, hey, your problem is you don't love yourself enough. What? All right, so you invaded Poland, but you're still okay. If you're fine as you are, you're not going to change. If you want to change, you got to first say, I'm not okay. I was wrong. Not to stay there. Not to stay in saying, but as a starting point for change.
To find out how you can receive more of Jonathan's teachings, to receive special free gifts, or get in touch, go to hopeoftheworld.org or call toll-free 1-800-YESHUA-1. That's hopeoftheworld.org or call 1-800-YESHUA-1. That's 1-800-937-4821. You can also get more at Jonathan Cahn's Facebook page or write us direct at Hope of the World, Box 1111, Lodi, New Jersey 07644, USA. Hope of the World is dedicated to the goal of spreading God's Word and salvation to every land and people. We do this by spreading the Word throughout the world and sponsoring compassion projects to the most poor and needy around the earth. To get in touch or have a part in God's work, just write to Hope of the World, Box 1111, Lodi, New Jersey 07644, USA. Or go to hopeoftheworld.org or call 1-800-YESHUA-1. That's 1-800-937-4821.